Welcome back. We are talking about chemistry of environment. In our previous videos, we have discussed air, its pollutant, and what are the solutions for them. And we also discussed water, its pollutant, and how to purify water. And today's video is about fertilizers. It's also part of our syllabus. Uh, what do plants need? Plants need carbon dioxide, they need light, water, and certain essential elements to growth like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Um, Light, carbon dioxide, and water is required for photosynthesis, for making food for the plants. As you are familiar with the equation or the process of photosynthesis, that plants take carbon dioxide from air, they absorb water from the soil, and they combine water and carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll and in the presence of sunlight, and they make oxygen and glucose. So this is the process of photosynthesis. You might be asked to write down the definition or equation. Both symbol equation and chemical equation can be asked in exam. What are different conditions which I mentioned here for photosynthesis? Number one is sunlight, and number two is chlorophyll. These two are the conditions required for photosynthesis. In this process, plants make their food, which ultimately we eat, and also plant release oxygen, which we also get benefit from. We inhale oxygen. Apart from photosynthesis, apart from these things, water and other things, plants also need some essential element for their growth, and those are naturally present in soil, but due to continuous growth of crops, obviously those chemicals get short in the soil, and we have to add them with the passage of time. So what we use fertilizers to make up the deficiency of those elements. So fertilizers are the substances added to the soil to make soil more fertile. What fertilizers contain? Fertilizers contain the essential element. Most important one is nitrogen, then phosphorus and potassium. This is called NPK fertilizer. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. NPK. Just memorize this: NPK fertilizer. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Why plants need nitrogen? Nitrogen is used for making chlorophyll, and also it is used for making protein. Nitrogen is an essential element of protein. Proteins are made up of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen and hydrogen, and the nitrogen plants obtain from nitrogenous fertilizers. Okay, so nitrogen is used for making chlorophyll and for making proteins. Phosphorus is the second element which plants need. Phosphorus is used for growing roots. Due to deficiency of phosphorus, roots get weak. So plants need phosphorus to grow or strengthen their roots, and also phosphorus is used for ripening of crops. Okay, so we use different phosphate fertilizers to provide phosphorus in the soil. Third most important element is potassium. Okay, potassium. Potassium is required for making proteins, and also it increases the immunity of plants. It creates resistance for diseases in plants. So potassium is required, number one, for making proteins and for increasing the immunity of the plant. Any salt containing potassium, like potassium sulfate, potassium nitrate, can be used as a fertilizer. What are different nitrogenous fertilizers which we use commonly in our life? The most important one is urea. Urea contains a lot of nitrogen. Highest percentage of nitrogen we get from urea fertilizer, and also we can use ammonium nitrate, ammonium sulfate, ammonium phosphate. So these are some ammonium fertilizer which provide nitrogen to the plants. Hope you got this. If it's clear to you, do like, share and